A $200 curtain panel hung at the wrong height looks cheap. A $50 panel hung correctly looks architectural. The difference isn't in the fabric, it's physics. And once you know the system, you can't unsee it. Mount curtains high and wide, and that's the most effective way to change a room's proportions without a sledgehammer. Standard rod placement usually sits right above the window trim. That's a mistake. It compresses the ceiling height. Instead, aim for 2/3 of the distance between the window and the ceiling. If you have crown molding, leave exactly 1 inch of breathing room underneath. It makes the height look intentional. The floor contact follows 3 strict rules. A float sits half an inch off the floor. It's practical and modern. A kiss barely grazes the surface. A puddle drops 2 to 4 extra inches of fabric for a formal, heavy look. Don't buy 84-inch panels for a standard ceiling. They usually end up 6 inches too short. Buy 96 inches and hem them exactly to your floor line. Now let's talk about hardware and physics. Most hardware fails because of the wall anchor, not the rod. The plastic cone anchors included in the box are useless for heavy drapes. Throw them away. For drywall, use strap toggles. They open up like an umbrella behind the wall to distribute weight across the drywall's paper face. They are rated for over 100 pounds. For plaster and lath, use standard toggle bolts to clamp the wall layer together and prevent crumbling. Avoid the friction of standard rings dragging on a pole. Traverse rods use internal wheel carriers to let the fabric glide. It preserves the material and it stops you from pulling the brackets out of the wall. For awkward architecture, use specific joints. A hinged elbow connector joins 2 rods in a corner without a gap. Flexible aluminum tracks handle bay windows. And for arches, simply mount a straight rod above the apex. It celebrates the curb when open and provides full blackout when closed. Now let's talk about material science. Polyester is the industry search standard because it's dimensionally stable. It won't shrink or sag with the humidity. Look for solution dyed options. The pigment is baked into the liquid polymer before it's even spun into the thread. It creates a color that sun cannot bleach. Natural linen and cotton look premium, but they're high maintenance. They shrink and require heavy lining to survive UV exposure. Velvet is your best tool for acoustics and thermal insulation, but it's strictly dry clean only. Check the cleaning codes. W is for water washable, S for solvent only, WS is a hybrid, and X is vacuum only. Know this before you commit to 8 panels. Heading styles dictate the personality. Heading styles dictate the personality. Wave falls create a perfect continuous S-curve but require a specific snap track. Pinch pleats are the architectural classic for luxury. If you're using grumettes on a budget, thread cardboard spacers onto the rod between the rings. It forces the fold into a uniform wave for zero cost. The system. Layering solves the day-night conflict. Use a double rod, A translucent sheer provides privacy and soft lighting during the day. A black outlined outer drape provides privacy and a thermal air gap at night. For styling, steam the panels after hanging. Arrange the folds hand by hand and tie them loosely for 48 hours. This trains the fabric into memory. Set your tie backs 1/3 away from the floor. This creates a long, sweeping line that makes the window look massive. Center placement creates an hourglass shape that makes the ceiling feel lower. This year, the aesthetic is moving away from stark blackout, and we're seeing a trend towards layered light, stacking sheers and Roman shades to create nuanced, dappled light depth. Designed for longevity, high-grade hardware, and high-quality dyed fabrics that last. That is the real metric for sustainability in high-end design. So that was all. 4 rules to transform the architecture of the room. 1. Mount the rod high near the ceiling. 2. Extend the rod wide past the casting. 3. Place the anchor structurally using toggle bolts. Never use plastic plugs. And 4th, match the fabric and the heading to the exact function of the room. When executed as precision geometry and structural engineering, the window treatment stops being a barrier, and it becomes the most powerful architectural tool in the room. So that was all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.